In the year 2020, the world shut down. I started a YouTube channel. 6 months later, I quit. Not because I failed, but because I couldn't see myself winning. And here's the thing that haunts me at 3 a.m. If I had just kept going, if I had uploaded one more video, then another and another, where would I be today? That's the story we're unpacking today. Because your consistency problem, it's not about willpower, it's about something much deeper. Picture this. It's April 2020. Everyone's stuck at home. YouTube is exploding. I see my shot. I research everything. Buy the mic. Set up the camera. Script my first video. Upload. Refresh. 14 views. 3 of them are me. But I push through. Week 2. Week 3. A month passes. I'm creating content, learning editing, studying thumbnails. I'm doing everything right, except the numbers don't move. 2 months in, I'm still under 100 subscribers. The views? Pathetic. The comment section? Crickets. And then one day, I just stop. I don't make a big announcement. I don't delete the channel. I just stop uploading. The dream dies quietly, like most dreams do. Fast forward to today. I look back at that channel and I see something I couldn't see then. I see the graph. Not the one I was watching daily, the real one. The one that shows what happens over years, not weeks. And here's what kills me. I quit right before the curve goes up. You know that feeling when you're mining for gold and you give up 3 feet from the vein? That was me. That's most of us. But why? Why do we quit when we're so close? The answer isn't laziness. It's not even lack of passion. It's something way more sinister. We quit because we're flying blind. See, when I started that channel, I had all the how to edit, how to optimize titles, how to design thumbnails, but I was missing the why behind the wait. Nobody told me about the algorithm's learning curve. Nobody explained that YouTube doesn't trust new channels. Nobody showed me that every successful creator has a graveyard of videos that nobody watched. I had the tools. I didn't have the map. Let me tell you what's actually happening in your brain when you don't see results. Your brain has this thing called the reward prediction error. Basically, when you expect a reward and don't get it, your brain releases less dopamine. Not just zero dopamine. Negative dopamine. You literally feel worse than if you'd never tried. So every time I uploaded a video expecting views and got nothing, my brain was learning that effort equals pain. That consistency equals disappointment. After enough of these hits, your brain does what any intelligent system would do. It protects you. It whispers, "Why bother? This isn't working." That voice, it's not weakness, it's biology. But here's where it gets interesting. That same mechanism, it's what makes consistency so powerful when you understand it. Because the secret isn't fighting your brain, it's reprogramming what you measure. I was measuring views. I should have been measuring reps. I was tracking subscribers. I should have been tracking skill development. I was obsessed with results. I should have been obsessed with showing up. So here's what I wish someone had told me. Here's the framework that would have saved my channel. First, the lag time truth. Nothing works immediately. Nothing. YouTube's algorithm needs data. It takes at least 50 or 100 videos before it really understands your content. I quit at video 30. The typical YouTuber doesn't see traction until month 12 to 18. I quit at month 6. You need to burn this into your mind. The lag between effort and reward is not a bug. It's a feature. It's the filter that keeps the tourists out and lets the committed through. Second, redefine your wins. Stop measuring outcomes you can't control. Start measuring inputs you can. I couldn't control views, but I could control uploads. I couldn't control subscribers, but I could control improvement. Every week I should have been asking, did I upload? Did I learn one new thing? Did I get 1% better at storytelling, at editing, at thumbnails? If yes, that's a win. That's the only win that matters early on. Third, the information buffer. This is the big one. The reason I quit wasn't lack of results, it was lack of context. I needed to know that Mr. Beast made videos for years before his first hit. I needed to know that Ali Abdaal uploaded consistently for 18 months before momentum kicked in. I needed to know that every creator I admired had a dark period where nothing worked. When you don't have this information, you interpret silence as failure. When you do have it, you interpret silence as normal. Knowledge isn't just power, it's patience. Okay, so you're in the thick of it right now. You're creating content, building a business, learning a skill, and the results aren't showing up yet. Here's your survival kit. 1. Set a non-negotiable timeline, not based on results, based on repetitions. Say, I will do this 100 times before I evaluate, or I will show up every day for 6 months regardless of outcomes. Write it down, make it a contract with yourself, because the moment you make consistency conditional on results, you've already lost. 2. Create your own feedback loop. Since external validation won't come early, build internal validation. Keep a progress journal. Record yourself explaining what you learned each week. Watch yourself improve in real time. Your brain needs dopamine. Give it dopamine for showing up, not for blowing up. 3. Find your cohort. This is massive. Don't do this alone. Find 3 people on the same journey. Share your struggles. Celebrate the small wins. Normalize the silence. When I was alone with my flat metrics, I felt like a failure. If I'd had a community showing me their flat metrics too, I would have realized I was normal. 4. Study the dark years. For every person you admire, research their beginning. Not their highlight reel, their struggle years. Screenshot their early posts, their first videos, their original attempts. Keep these in a folder labeled "They Were Here Too." Look at it every time you want to quit. 5. Automate the decision. Consistency dies the moment you let it become a daily decision. Should I post today? Should I work on this? Should I keep going? No. The answer is always yes. Take the decision off the table. Make it automatic. Make it identity. I'm someone who uploads every Tuesday is stronger than I should probably upload. Here's what I know now that I didn't know then. That YouTube channel, those 10 videos I made, they weren't wasted effort. They were the foundation I didn't build on. If I had kept going, maybe I'd be at 100,000 subscribers by now. Maybe not, but I'd definitely be further than 0. The real tragedy isn't trying and failing. It's trying, learning, improving, and then quitting right before the exponential curve kicks in. Because here's the truth about consistency that nobody tells you. It doesn't feel like it's working until suddenly it does. The gardener doesn't see the seed doing anything for weeks. Then one day, there's a sprout. Then suddenly, there's a tree. You're not behind, you're underground. So here's my challenge to you. Decide right now. Not if you'll be consistent, but what information you need to stay consistent when it gets hard. Because it will get hard. The question is whether you'll have the map to keep going. I didn't. You do now. Don't make my mistake. Keep planting. The harvest is coming. The only way to fail at consistency is to stop before the compound effect kicks in. Everything else, that's just data collection.